Why are some challenges in BTD6 ridiculously easy, and yet others can be impossibly, mind-bendingly hard? Let's talk a little about that. Many of the challenges sent to me on Twitch have a crippling recurring problem. People seem to think that the best way to make a challenge is to find something that is difficult to beat, and then change the restrictions within the game to just make it barely passable. Unfortunately, after a bit of experimentation and a bit of talking with Based God Bowcipher, I found this to be backwards of the actual best way to create a challenge. Let me walk you through the steps that I personally use to make my challenges difficult and rewarding as I make a challenge here with you guys on camera. Be sure to leave a comment if you have any tips for me on how I can improve my process or this challenge specifically, and make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more awesome content. Step 1 is to have a potential solution in mind. So I'm thinking about making something revolving around Striker Jones's level 9 ability, which is basically that it gives towers a 50% chance to pop black balloons. That sounds mean, and it's kind of RNG based, but there's definitely an element of skill to it on top of the RNG. So what I want to do is find a round that has a lot of black balloons in it, and then find out whether or not this is actually a viable strategy. After browsing the Bloons wiki a little bit, and looking through the different rounds and their balloon contents as far as each round goes, I have narrowed in on a round that is mostly leads, fortified leads, blacks, and maybe some ceramics as well. No meme, this is round 69. Jesus. We might have found the round, boys. Alright, so it's looking like, well, there's the fortified leads, regrow blacks, and ceramic. Oh my god. This is gonna be perfect. This is gonna be absolutely beautiful. So after a little bit of experimentation, I've come to find that a 010 glue, a 203 bomb, and a level 9 Striker Jones can solo 69 and only take 12 health. You have to pretty much mash Striker Jones' ability on cooldown in order to make it through while taking minimal damage. It might be even possible to make it less than 12. I'll need to experiment a little bit with that. But this seems like a promising solution that's pretty effective and pretty cheap if I'm only going to be using these towers in the final solution. Step 2 of challenge creation would be create a challenge template that has a base amount of money and health that would make it easily beatable with almost any towers. So this is the basic challenge that I've come up with so far. I haven't tested it out yet. Basically we have 10k starting cash, 100 lives. These are just easy ways for us to document how much cash we spend and how many lives we lose during our intended solution. So this is the intended solution that I've thrown together right here, as is in its final form, and we have a little bit of cash left and we haven't lost any lives yet, and we're on round 69. Let's give this a shot. I threw it on Rake, by the way, because I figured Rake might make the challenge a little bit harder. So our glue is slowing down everything, which is, oh, you know what I forgot to do? Forgot to level up Striker Jones. Whoops. Turns out I'm gonna have to add a bit more cash in order to get Striker Jones to be at the level that we want him at. That's okay though. Damn it, I'm still short. I'm short about 4,000. So I set up the strategy. We're gonna give it another run through here, just to see what happens. Looks like we're taking care of these regrows at least for now, but these yellows are slipping by quickly. Uh-oh. I'm worried that Striker Jones might be really expensive for the strategy that we're going for here, and that we might be able to get away with using something less efficient, such as like Glue Storm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take glue out because I'm 90% sure that would work. Like corrosive glue, like Balloon Solver or something. We're going to remove glue, keep it just like this. So this is the strategy that I'm down to at this point. I got rid of glue, we've fully upgraded the bomb to cluster, and we have Striker Jones at level 9. Let's see how this goes through. Mashing abilities on cooldown. Recursive is doing its job very well, getting rid of these yellows and blues effectively. Though a few are going to leak here in a second. The thing that I'm worried most about is probably these ceramics, honestly. Yikes. This is proving to be a little difficult. Maybe we should add a second bomb tower. So here's the solution as it's evolved so far. We're just going to basically test this out and see what we can do. It's doing a lot better of a job so far, because we've effectively almost doubled our popping power. The ceramics are getting taken care of with ease. Maybe I should put this on deflation so we don't get cash throughout the round. Or, what we could do is keep it off of deflation, make the starting cash low enough that you need to upgrade the second bomb tower in the middle of the round in order to take care of the ceramics? Question mark? So after setting up the strategy, I found that on the second bomb tower that we added in, we're about 2,000 short of being able to get recursive cluster. So we're going to see if this has what it takes in order for us to earn the 2,000 points throughout the round, or in case we might have to add another 1,000 starting cash or so. So let's see what happens. Using the abilities on cooldown here, in order to get maximum popping power out of our setup. And it looks like we're not going to be able to get the money in order to get the second upgrade. Not yet. We're about, let's see, we're about 1,000 short here. 1,370 short. So I noticed that after I added the extra starting cash, we have enough to get recursive cluster now without getting the top tier. So we're going to see what happens if we get recursive cluster and skip the top row on our second bomb shooter here. Hopefully this won't break our strategy completely, but if it does, maybe it'll give us a new innovative way in order to improve the solution. It looks like it's doing a little bit of work, but the popping power isn't huge on it. It looks like it's mostly just here to clear out the blacks at this point, but I am worried about ceramics. If worse comes to worse, we can always just up ceramic health. We'll see though. It looks like a lot of ceramics are starting to leak through. So I used the Striker Jones ability, which isn't helping out that much because we're leaking quite a lot of balloons right now. It looks like we're actually about to let some ceramics themselves through, which isn't good. Almost out of lives. Gonna have to use that stun here, and we went ahead and lost the round. That's unfortunate. Alright, so let's see what happens now that we have it all set up. Using the ability when we can, and we're gonna upgrade the bomb tower as we go throughout the round. So we have bigger bombs pretty quickly. Put it on fast mode just because. Use the ability as the ceramic waves come. Let's get the next upgrade ASAP. Oh wow. That was rough. So I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and increase the starting lives to 300 just to see how many we can afford to leak. Might turn this into something towards a live leaking challenge. So we have the setup together again. We're going to run the exact same strategy and see if we can beat it with the increased lives that we're starting with this time. Using the ability on cooldown here as we go throughout. And we're upgrading our first bomb tower as quickly as we can. Though it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get the second tier upgrade on the top path. So we're pretty much just banking on having enough lives in order to survive throughout the round. Okay, so this time we managed to beat it, only taking 27 lives. Step 3 of challenge creation is beating the challenge template with the base levels of health and recording how much you have left. That way you can effectively tone down the challenge in order to make it more difficult. So at this point we know that due to Striker Jones's black balloon popping power RNG and that upgrade that we get in the middle of the round, it's possible to beat it with only 27 lives lost. It might be possible to beat it with less, but we're going to go with leaking at 27 lives lost. It's going to take a few tries of RNG to get through this, but it's definitely possible. So we're going to go for 27 lives lost at max. So we're running the setup again. Just hoping for that lucky RNG here with these black bomb popping power. Hopefully this will be possible, if all goes well. And this time it did not go well. So we have the setup up, I'm going to run it back again. Using these abilities nearly as soon as we can, getting that upgrade ASAP. Gonna play it on slow mode just so I can keep an eye on what's happening. Looks like we're leaking a pink through, but that's being taken care of with recursive. I am worried about these ceramics here, so I'm trying to stun them when they get close to this first bomb tower here in order to get the maximum effectiveness out of Striker Jones' ability. I'm also worried about these zebras getting through. Looks like we're losing a lot of lives in the process here, and I really need that ability to come back online, like right now. Which would be wonderful. And it looks like we might lose this one, unfortunately. So I think what I want to do is raise the lives a little bit to give us a little bit more room for error. because it's ridiculous that I managed to beat it that one time with only 27 lives lost. I think I'm just starting to realize how difficult it may be. So we're set up one more time, 50 lives this time. This should definitely be beatable. We're going to see how many lives we lose at the end. Use that ability probably a little bit too early, but whatever. Keep it on slow mode to get that 1% extra popping power, whatever that's worth. Stun the ceramics, please. Well, that was okay. That was a half decent stun, I guess, but whatever. At least we have more room for error here. We've already leaked 2 lives, I didn't even realize. And it looks like... oh, wow. Oh, wow, this is going very badly, isn't it? So I've raised it back to 200 lives here, just to see what would happen. Just to see, like if we beat it with another lucky bullshit run where we only lose like 18 lives or something in this try, I'm actually going to be pissed off. Alright, we're set up and ready to go. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, we'll survive this freaking round at least. It's so painful. So painful. Alright, I think I used the stun at a really bad time actually, but whatever. Use it again. We managed to get 2 ceramics at the stun over here, which is decent. Decent, but we're just leaking like there's no tomorrow right now. Absolutely ridiculous. If I lose this run with 200 lives, I'm gonna be pissed. Got another stun here. I'm just using it on cooldown at this point, and it's looking like we might actually lose it. Are you kidding me right now? Clearly, the balloon gods were smiling upon me from below, or above, or wherever the hell they're from, on that one particular run where we barely lost any lives at all, because I literally lost 10 times, no, more than 10 times the lives that I lost during that first attempt. Bad math, by the way. And I'm losing my words. I'm losing my train of thought. I am so frustrated right now. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Jesus. Got the stun. It was a pretty bad stun. We only got 1 ceramic stun through it. And we're leaking like hell already. Wonderful. Wonderful. This is proving to be a little bit more fruitful, admittedly, so far. Got another stun going. We might be able to... we're gonna get the second upgrade here, actually. I think we're gonna have... yeah, we got it. Hopefully, this second upgrade will give us the popping power that we need to survive the round. And, oh my god, we beat it. Oh my god. Finally. This took forever and a half. Jesus Christ. I'm so tired. Now we need to go into step 4, which is basically testing for unintended solutions. Because this might not be, even though this is the strategy that I want to use, this might not be the optimal strategy. We might be able to do it cheaper with less lives lost, with other ways, other styles, maybe other upgrade paths, different placement. So we're going to go ahead and run through with a bunch of different ideas to see if we can find better ways to beat this. Admittedly, I'm not going to try super hard on it because I'm already pretty much over this challenge. But we'll give it a shot at least. That's part of making a challenge. So this time, I've decided to go a little bit of a different route. I've got a 402 bomb right here. I've got a 204 right here. And I have a level 8 Striker Jones instead, and about 7k left. So we're going to see if this beats our challenge instead. Hopefully it won't. That'll be frustrating at least. And it's looking like this is so far a lot more effective. Oh, no. No, maybe not. Nope, that's not going to beat it. And I know that the middle tree of the bomb tower definitely won't beat it. So, as far as the alternate solutions for this challenge go, there's not many options, so it's pretty okay. Here's our challenge in the play challenge section. It feels nice to see a challenge completed. You guys are more than welcome to give it a shot. Here's the challenge code. It'll be found in the description as well. Make sure to leave a comment down below with ways you beat it, especially if they differ from the ways that I beat it. And let me know what you guys thought of the challenge as well.